Hi, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me loud and clear? If yes, then let me know. Type yes message on the chat window if you can hear me. Am I audible enough? Very much audible. Okay. Money is saying yes. Good evening, all. Great. Okay. Wonderful. Nice. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share the results. The rest that I have, even a couple of people have not appeared for the examination. So maybe I'm planning for the next one. Okay. So time for the results of Docker exam. Okay. And before that, three more exams are in pipeline. Three more exams are in pipeline. So I'll share those details, you know, in the upcoming time. But I think I have already shared results for a couple of people, but still. So you need to find out your, mistakes first thing. And because I have written a couple of comments, although that was very weird, but it's all fine. Weird things are always good. So here I have this Docker exam results.txt. So I'll see. So we discussed about first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, eight. I think so. Till hers, I think we have discussed it or not. So where, if someone can help me, I think till Sitiz or I don't know. Some question not performed. So I'm just taking it from here. So whosoever having this GitHub username, you got 290 marks. Question 1, 20, 100, 120, 50, and some answers are not working. That means the way you designed it. And Harsh Mangal, your user ID is here. So you scored 300 marks, right? Some answers are not complete, so that you get this much score. Question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, next, Thakur. Okay, Thakur 1899, whosoever it is. I think I don't mind it, right, if I don't know. So here you have uh, 20, 100, so 280 marks out of 500, by the way. And some answer not likewise. Rhythm, so Rhythm, you have around 420 marks. Wonderful, good job, man. So you did a great job. So you got 40 in the first question, then 100, 80, 100, 100, and 240 marks, right? And about Anupriya, you scored okay 180 marks. Need a lot of work to improvement, and need to read the question carefully also. So Anupriya, if you are listening, this is for you, right? And Abhilasha, I think yes. So you can check, you got 300 marks. Need to clear more concept, but still good job. Okay, now this is Moon Pangwi. I don't know. Maybe you got 300 marks and found some cheating from Rhythm, and there is a steps somewhere you have written Boni Shreya. I don't know, right? So just it was just repeated. So check it because some steps were matching. And here, yes, one more comment for you. Your Docker ID somewhere is Shreya, somewhere is this, so it's not acceptable. In the question number 4, you can check it. And the page you get 180 marks. Need to work out more and more if you're here, right? Then Shraddha, you got 400 marks. image not found for question number 4, but rest is good job. Okay, I don't know, maybe I'll take some interview for a couple of people, but you got a good job. And Timosin, you get 40 marks. Really need to work a lot. Maybe you have your own reasons. So whosoever have this Khatri, you got 150. A lot of work to be done. Lavina, you scored not that much good, but 260 is not good marks. Workaround is required. Okay. Now Ketan, you got 140 marks. uh, Need to do a lot of work, but I really like your honesty, because the way you appeared for the questions is really awesome, right? And you just write it. Okay, so I really like your honesty. Chan, you get 240 marks. Need to learn more things. Lakshita, you got 80 marks. So बहुत ज़्यादा need है practice करने की. Okay, and Harsh, you got 250. Need to more work. I believe you not attempted all the questions. So three questions you attempted, and you got 250 marks. And then Chandrasekhar, so you got 150 mark. Step match found with hers. That means there is a kind of copy or cheating is there. What I found, I don't know about the rest. Neha, you got 100 marks, and no idea what are you doing. That means you need to work very much really hard. And the finally Asif, 200 marks, and you need more work around. So I'll share this in my tutorial link, but I hope you all are getting your point. So are you satisfied with the markings, right? Even see, I have given a lot of marks. That means even I have just given step marking, because once I tried with my script, you got very poor marks. So any question about the result? So it's all good. Satisfied or not? It's your all work, right? And you need to do a lot of. I didn't found any comment for Ria Sony in the YouTube. Pius, I didn't found your comment. You can just cross check it here. Ashutosh, because I didn't found the comment. So whosoever I just uh, let me see. Here in the Docker exam, I got only 28 comments, and still I believe we have 28 comments. And you can see here in 28 comments we have hers, rhythm, Shreya. Okay, and let me keep scrolling here. And then Abhidasha, Mohini, Dipesh, Anupriya, Shraddha, Tanusha, then Lavina, Sarthak, Lakshita, Ketan, Chinmay, Harsh, Chandrasekhar, Ayushi, this, and Neha, then Asif, then Kshitiz, and C. That's it. Okay. When I so all the comments are here. Maybe nobody can delete your comment except you. So I got the comments and only these. So there is no Rhea Sony, there is no Piyush in the comment history. You can check your own comment. I mean where you commented and give me that one. I can get it. Uh, okay, I can check that way, right? So Navneet, whosoever, I will check it later on, not right now. But the thing is, right, as of now, it's whatever I get it from YouTube comment, I just check for the. So Shubham, I didn't get the comment. So the point is, the result is only for those people whatever we have the comment section, although there is no limit like number of commenting. Okay. Okay, fine, I'll check in my YouTube studio possibly, and we'll get back to you. It's all cool, right? So nothing to worry. So let me just Don't worry, I'll check. I will check for the rest. Chill. So just chill. Okay. But whatever I found, for the max of the people, you need to work a lot. Okay. So moving on to all right, Ketan, I'll check that one. So we are going to discuss about now Docker Compose again. So Docker Compose. Okay. So let me just connect with the lab first. So my lab is running, and hopefully we are fine. So this is my uh, all right. So what I'll do, I'm just connecting with my lab. All right, and here, so we have two files actually. The one in the example I have given, Docker V, it's running. And if I say Docker images, I have so many images here. And if I say Ashutosh app 1, we have this Docker file, sorry, compose file. And if I'll see for what I say app 2, so we have this compose file. So we know the compose is a way to collectively walk around. So let me tell you one thing. Okay, so what exactly compose is all about? So Docker Compose is a file-based approach. I'm just revising it, right? File-based approach to create and manage containers. To create and manage containers, right? And when I say to create and manage container, why we have to use compose? Because every instruction we can write in a file, and we can share this file to any of the customer, share to, you know, as a college project, right? Or any customer. So because whosoever will use that file, they can just give it up. Okay. So if you have any question regarding the Docker compose file keywords as of now, please feel free to ask. Okay. So I hope you remember that fact. Compose file we are writing in a yet another markup language, and compose file is designed in this way. We have version keyword, and that has version. Then we have services, and then we have networks, and we have volumes. Okay. Under services we can define so many application 1, application 2, and so on, right? So if this is very much okay and comfortable, and you remember all these facts, just say yes in the chat window so that I can just take it from here. Okay, we know about first two facts as of now. Okay? First two facts as of now, we have not used network and volumes yet, but I hope you all are understanding the same. So if it's all right, everything is okay, perfect, then I can take it further. All right. So okay, yes for Piyush and Rhythm. And trust me, you are going to get a lot of project in the Docker Compose. I'm not committing by tonight, but this weekend you will get a lot of projects. Okay. So now the next thing is, first of all, we are going to combine Docker file plus Compose, right? Because see, you know that to build an image from Docker file, we need to use Docker build operation if you want to do that, right? But in Docker Compose, we do only up. That means we are going to replace this build operation with up. Okay, we're going to replace with up. So what I'm going to do, let me just take that example. So let's say I'm gonna just take, so my pace is very much okay, right? You don't have to do it alongside. So I'm just creating application 3 and I'm going to just you switch here in the application 3. What I'm doing now, let me clone some sample application from GitHub. So sample GitHub code, sample HTML code on GitHub. I'm taking it like this, first one. Okay, and now I'm just cloning that, git clone this, right? So what I'm doing, I just cloned one application and I'm renaming it like web or web1. It's very easy. And let me just create Docker file for the same. Please tell me, I'm not doing fast. The pace is pretty much okay, right? I'm doing a bit fast, but because we already know that, so it doesn't matter in case, right? So please tell me, it's all okay as of now, because we know everything that I'm doing. Say yes or no in the chat window. You are not worried about the pace. It's all fine. Generally, I take it very slowly, but as of now we know everything, so I can take it. Type yes message in the chat window if you are all set. Okay, cool, good. So what I'm going to do is going to write Docker file, and here I'm going to write from statement. I'm taking CentOS machine and I'm using maintainer ashutosh at linux.com, and then I'm writing here run instruction. Okay, and in run instruction I'm just writing yum, because in CentOS you can also use DNF, so sometimes DNF is much better than yum. Okay, so this is just a replacement of yum. Okay, so you can use DNF instead of yum. Okay, all right. Now what I'm doing, I'm just giving one thing. So let me introduce one more keyword here. So okay, I know that keyword, but env, and I'm using, let's say x is equals to web1. Okay, just introducing a keyword. Okay, now I'm just using add keyword to copy web1 to the www html folder, and then I'm using expose 80 and entry point httpd-d foreground. All right, this is my Docker file and app. I'm not gonna build that, right? So the purpose of containerization is to give your source code, right? Source code along with Docker file, so anybody can run your code. Now to run the code, this is an image building process, right? I'm gonna write docker hyphen compose.yml. Okay, and here I'm gonna write version first, let's say 3.8. So three recently compose got upgraded, and the most recent version is now 3.8. And services, I'm using, just setting the syntax, let's say set shift width is equals to 1, and here I'm giving, let's say, app 1. Okay, now in this machine, in the image name, I'm gonna write the image name that I want to build. Remember, here I'm gonna write the image name that I want to build. So let's say I want to build Ashutosh day 12 version 1. So here, image name that I want to build. Okay, now the second keyword is build. In the build, you have to write the location of docker file. So location of docker file, right? I'm gonna give the container name. Okay, Ashutosh day 12 container 1, purely or pure random field or optional field, right? If you don't write this container underscore name keyword, your container will take it very random. Okay, so that means your container will take a random keyword from here, and now because this will build a docker image like this, now this will create a container from a same image. Now the most beautiful thing is here, the build argument will build that image. This is a tag name kind of, and once the image got built, it will create container, right? Once it is creating container, let's use ports keyword, and I'll host the port like 99911. Okay, and 80. I have this, so I'm just hosting. This is my host port, this is my one, so it will be like that. And now I'm just saving that. So in reality, I have three files: docker file, web1, this one. So before anything, let me do all cleanup. So what I'll do, I'll first kill all the container if it is running, right? And if all the container is killed, I'm gonna remove all the container. Okay, I'm removing all container because we have a lot of containers here. And then I'm gonna remove all the docker images because I want my system very neat and clean. And after removing all this, all right, after removing all this, I'll remove all unnecessary networks. So docker network rm, and then kind of network ls. Just give me a second. Docker network rm, docker network rm. Okay, no worries, not everything is all cool. Now I have this everything ready here. So what does that mean? So if I want to just show you, I don't have any images here. and I don't have any of the container not running or live here. Okay, everything is neat and clean. So in my this location, what I'm going to do, just do docker compose up, pretty cool command, and D. See what is going to happen. It will first build the image, right? So it is going to pull, create network, building image, pulling it send to S7 from Docker Hub. Okay, and after pulling it will extract that image in Docker registry, because extraction is also required. So wait for it, and once it is extracting that image, because we have nothing in the Docker host, right? So it is extracting, bit slow, but no worries, will take some time to extract. So waiting for the same, because I'm using Amazon Cloud very much these days, entire day. So probably there's some bandwidth problem, but no worries. Let's wait for the extraction of the images. So it's around almost 90% of the percentage. All right, and after this extraction, it is taking the step 2, 3, and it is now installing a kind of, you know, this upstream server. So let the software download by internet service provider. So it is getting installed and ready. See, so simply taking steps and using it. All right, see. So now this single command did everything. So if you see here by docker compose ps, we will be getting that container. So why it is so slow? See, we're getting that container, and if you see docker compose images, we'll have that image name as well. Okay, and I don't think so I have more than that images. If you guys have not, see the CentOS and new one. If I open, it's 9991 by just using my IP. So it's 9991. So this is my what's the code? Okay, so that means by integrating this thing, you have this file. Another case I want to show you. Let's say I'm gonna just do docker compose down. So it is going to stop my container, it is going to delete my container, then it is going to delete my network as well. Everything got deleted. So stop, remove and delete. Sometimes if we have docker file, if we have docker file but that docker file is not have the same name. Okay, so the point is, if your docker file's name is not docker file in some cases, and now you try to do docker compose up, hyphen d, or we try to do it. So let me do something like, first of all, I'm gonna remove image docker images. So I'm gonna remove docker rmi ashtores colon day 12 v1. Okay, image got removed. If I rebuild the image, docker compose up hyphen d, see, it will try to connect with docker engine, create the app network, but cannot locate specified docker file, because actually if the docker file name got changed to something else, compose has a problem. So now in the compose, what I have to do, I have to just remove that dot, and under build keyword I have a context keyword, context. Here you have to write the path, this time here, and here docker file, and here you have to write the name of docker file, right? So this context means location of docker file, location of docker file, and this is name of docker file. Okay, rest everything is fine. So this is the case when you don't have a file name as a docker file. Okay, I'm saving here and now doing docker compose up hyphen d again. Okay, so if I'm doing it all again, see, this time it is building it automatically. Okay, it is taking that software, downloading it again, and it's doing the same. So in short, I really want to just tell you that this compose has a lot of option, lot of functionality that you can use here, right? So waiting for this again, 1 to 2 minutes, so that we can just simply have these functionalities. Although it's all cool, right? Fine. So if it is all fine for everyone, just say hello message in the chat window, because I just really want to understand that you are getting all the points. We are not doing it anything unnecessarily, right? So type hello message in the chat window if you are understanding the points. Okay, so they got created. Okay, right. So don't you think so? Docker compose up hyphen d is a very cool command, right? I mean, just to build your application accordingly and just do quick yes and no. All right. So I really like the way Docker composes, in the real world. Okay. So now this compose has built that images. Okay. Once the compose is building that image, I can just see docker compose peers and rest everything you understand, and images. Let me do down. So what I'm doing, I'm just doing docker compose down. It will again remove the network, stop the container, remove the container, and it's all set. When it's set, okay, stopping, removing. Right, now there is one more thing. This is really very important point. Okay, now if I have my docker compose file, I have my build argument. So do not assume it if you have build keyword in the compose file like here, it will build image, means build image from Docker file, right, from Docker file. But when the image is not present, when the image is not present, what does that mean? So that means right, I'm coming to the point, Manish. So see, if this image name is already present, and if you are using this build option here, then it will not build. Okay, so that means if you're doing this one, this image is present, that I can check here in my Docker images. Yes, the image is present. If the image is present, this will not build again. I can show you, right, by Docker compose up -d. See, this time it will directly create container because the image is already there. See, it is creating container. So if when the image is not present, then you will build option will not create the image. So coming back to Manish's question, the difference between Docker compose up and build. So Manish, for you, Docker compose build will only build Docker image. It will not create container. So rest everything whatever it is written, these container and nothing will be created. Only image will be built, right? But once you do up, it will build and create container as well, right? I hope you get it. So when this is the case, so let's say if I have Docker compose now down, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do one more thing. Okay, so this time as a developer, what I'm doing, I'm just changing some website, because this is my website and I'm changing something in my code. When I'm changing something in my code, see here the message is Mozilla is cool, but Docker is more cool, and I really love Docker. Okay, so what I did, I just made a change in my website. Once there is a change in the website, and even if I do Docker compose build, sorry, Docker compose up -d, compose up -d, okay, so it will create network and container, and that's all. But if I access the web page, see, the website is still old. The website is still old because as per the compose rules, if the image name is already present, it's not going to build it. When the image is not built, how the changes will be updated? Yes, you're right, Harsh. So I hope you're getting that point. When the image is already there, Docker compose will not build it. Okay, so what we can do in this particular case, if you really want to rebuild that image, because you know that the image that is present, you made some changes in the web application and you want to build it forcefully even if it is present. So after up, you can just supply -build parameter. Once you forcefully write this, then it will build it, right? See, it will now build that image and make the changes in the Docker image. All right. And if I refresh that page for now, see, we got the changes. Mozilla is cool, but Docker is more cool, and I really love Docker. So that means, in a very simple way, when we supply hyphen hyphen rebuild option, it will definitely build an image. Okay. So this is something that you can use Docker Compose up hyphen hyphen build manually. If you supply this option, your image will be built every time if there's a Docker file present over there. All right. So hopefully, so if you guys are understanding the same scenario, I want yes or understood message in the chat window of YouTube. Just say yes, you get it, or still you have some doubt. So you can tell me. Okay. So very quickly, just reply here in the chat window if you really understand the point, what I'm trying to say, why we have to use hyphen hyphen build option to rebuild the image every time. So if you make some changes in the web application, then you can just supply hyphen hyphen build option. Now, you know what? I'm gonna tell you some very cool tricks in Docker Compose that you can use to, manage and connect container. Okay. So by default, we know that once we just build a container, there is a randomly network got created. Docker network ls is tab is not working in my Docker. So Docker network tab is not working. So actually I have, see, if I'm doing Docker network tab, it's not working. What I'll do, actually I have my GitHub repo where I have a script, and if I install that script in my client system, if I install it in my client system, so if I log out and log in again, now tab will be working in my Docker. See, now Docker tab. See, I got so many options, these many. So that means these many options are. So if I say Docker network ls, see, so I have this Ashutosh app3 network got created automatically, and I'm going here, and this time I'm gonna just do down. So once I do down, this network will be removed. As we can see here, network got removed. All right. So but this time what I'm going to take, I want my Docker Compose to use a custom network. Okay, custom network. So as per this starting point, we have seen that we have networks option, and here we can define network that we want to create. Okay, so what I'll do, in the compose file, I will just write option networks, and here I'll come let's say Ashutosh Briz 111. So I want to use this bridge, but this is not present as of now. So network option I can give here, and that bridge is not present as of now. So what I'll do, in the symmetry of services and version, I'll use networks keyword, and there under the tab under the space, I'll use Ashutosh Bridge 111 colon. So this will create a new Docker network. Okay, so this will create a new Docker network where you can assume that definitely the Docker network is gonna create here, and whatever you are creating here you can use the same network here. So press this, and let me just check that. So Docker compose up -d. So just wait for the same. Right, so the network called this got created. Okay, so it will create and attach that network, it doesn't matter, and still there's no problem with Docker compose ps up. Okay, so all right, so this is one of the case where you can just use network. Likewise, if you want to use your volumes, you can also define volumes over there. Okay, and defining volumes, you can just attach those volumes. So Docker compose, here what I'll do, I'll write volumes keyword, and I'll write here like this. So I'm gonna mount, let's say Ashutosh wall 12 under slash mnt google. Okay, and after the network, what I'll do, I'll just introduce volumes, and here I'll write Ashutosh wall 12. So this will create a brand new or new volume, and here we are attaching it. So whosoever, if you're not able to understand, let me tell you, this entire story is very much simple to this. So that means we are writing docker run itt hyphen name Ashutosh date 12 container 1, then hyphen network Ashutosh bridge 111 hyphen v Ashutosh wall 12 to mnt google hyphen p 999180, and finally image name. So Ashutosh day 12 v1. So this entire command is very much equivalent to this. See, image name in the last, container name here with hyphen name option, ports we have hyphen p option, networks we have hyphen network option, and volumes we have hyphen v option. Simply, so I believe it will be more relevant or more easy to understand here. See, right? So this command, this is a one line command, this file is all same except that build argument. All right, except that build argument. Okay, so I hope you are understanding it. All set. So this is your one of the, I can say one of the good Docker file, sorry, compose file, right? That it's not that much highly advanced, but the one that you can use here. Okay, so I hope it's all very much fine, very much okay, very much clear to everyone, right? All set. So now, so what I want to do is I want to really, assign some task regarding compose file. So just tell me, I'm asking some questions, and you can just write yes or no if you know about. So I need to deploy some code or project or application or website in container. This is what I want, and definitely by using compose file. Okay, now the thing is, as a project, what you can take is very simple. So the code that you have to use, three kind of, or website or application. First, whosoever they are very much expert with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or React, or Angular. So that means this is front end engineer. Who are the ones? Just type yes, or type yes in the chat window. So who are the ones they can deal with this? HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, Angular, React, all front end technologies. Who are the ones they can deal with? Just reply here in the chat window. You don't have to reply all, right? Just the people who can handle it. So Rhythm can handle. What about any other? Dipesh can handle. So two boys, uh, Rhythm and Dipesh. Anybody else? Not React or Angular? Okay, but JS you can, right? So only three people out of the list. Archit can also handle. So you all people just message me in the WhatsApp. Gauri and Aditi both. Wonderful guys. So what you have to do, you have to just uh, message me in the WhatsApp at the given number. I have some assignment for you. So 95099575994. This is my number, and here you all whosoever have this knowledge. And the second is, and you have to write which that this, right? The second guys are your Python oriented. Now, how many of you just write your message here? Either you know Python Django or Python Flask. Either Django or Flask. Any of the Python web framework you know. So, so I got five people around in first one, and let's talk about either any of the Python Django or Flask. Both are fine. So hers saying yes. Hers knows that Python either Django or Flask. Piyush also know. Gauri also know. Okay, wonderful. So you guys also have to do the same. Okay. So you guys also have to just your name. I'm making a team actually of people who know the technology. So there is a technology wise team. I'll make a group of you guys, but you have to message me here in the WhatsApp. Now the third people who knows Java with JSP. That means you know JSP, Java Web Application Deployment, or you know how to write a website or code in Java. So anyone here? So I got a couple of people in Django. So Java JSP. And the final about the language. If any one of you know Golang, so any volunteers for Golang or Java JSP. So Bonnie saying yes, you do. I think Golang, Java, hopefully. Okay. Now finally, you all have to learn one thing commonly. That is a database. Now database can be any of your choice. It can be MySQL, it can be MariaDB, or it can be Oracle. Any of this, not Excel. Or better if you know MongoDB as well. If you know Mongo, or maybe Cassandra based Couch. Very much, very much. Rhythm, this is the best time to start Golang. It's awesome. If you read it, you start it, it's the future of the language. Okay. So the final thing is which database you prefer. This thing you have to answer with the database name. So Rhythm knows MySQL, expecting answer from everyone, right? Which database you prefer? So MySQL plus MariaDB for Piyush, and right. Okay, okay. So what you have to do, just message me as per the language thing. Okay, fine. So you do that, and what I'll do, I'll make a team. So this is time for project that you will be working on, and the project will be very kind of high level and fancy. I mean, you can do it, but will be something like this. Okay, great. So I think it's all clear. So you all have to message me personally here, because I'm gonna make a team of very random people. You're not going to choose your partner likewise, but here you can just check it and use your technology name and whatever you understand. Okay. So the next session will be a database with Docker file, with web app, with compose. Okay. Database, Docker file, compose, and with two web server, Nginx plus HTTPD. All right. So this will be our next session. I mean, handling database in a container is quite not easy or good, I can say. It has a couple of new dependencies, but if you know database, it's all better. If you don't know, please read it or study it from somewhere. Okay, so it's all good. Done for the day. Thank you so much and have fun. Right? I have a couple of things to do, so I'm wrapping it up. So next session will be last for Docker Compose. Then Docker is done after that session. What will start? Will start GitHub, not that much in very much detail, and plus Jenkins. So after few session of Jenkins and GitHub, I think next three will move to the big one, that is Kubernetes. Okay. We are not introducing Docker Swarm because Docker Swarm and Kubernetes both are doing the same thing. So there is no point of learning Docker Swarm when we are, yes, labs are open. We are learning Kubernetes. Both are doing same thing, right? Exactly the same. Okay. So labs is will be open till 12 p.m. today, 12 night. So it's running and you can practice here. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. Have fun and please do message me over there. And see you tomorrow with the final session of Docker, and then we'll move to Jenkins and GitHub. And I'll be assigning projects to all of you. Okay. So thank you so much. Bye bye. Have fun. Okay.